Do you think there's much more conversations in many media houses here on environment and climate change?
Our area of interest differ. Sometimes political stories, peace and security, and so on. It's upon the journalists to be creative. You need to create content to attract more audience, whether to your platform or to the business that you want to do, or like to brand yourself also, to brand your name. Sometimes when you hear, for instance, about some of the names, international names of other journalists, you get impressed at the beginning, but you need also to understand how they had started. And when you follow their work, also you need to be motivated and inspired in a way of how also to make yourself unique in terms of the contents that you want to produce. It's not about yourself also, it's about the record of the country. Because sometimes when some of the experts from outside the country, they do research about climate change or some stories, it's really 1%, let me say that. And you need also to push for your editor to choose your story about climate. I understand some editors, they're selective, they can push your story away, but don't give up. If you're giving up because it's the ethics or because it's the guideline or policies of your media house, then you're killing also your skills. You will never know the other side of the industry. So you need to push for it, to discover new things, and also to give a different touch. Like for instance, I can say Alejandro, my colleague here, he's unique in a way. Mama Rejoice also, she's unique in a way. My colleague Ajak, she's unique in this. That's how we make a collection of a strong force. That's how it is. Because by the time there will be, for instance, a certain international competition, we will not lack anything. There will be no loopholes.
Maura, access to information on climate change and maybe environmental things, do you think it's that easy in this country to get information? Because you mentioned about research, and you say that there are experts, maybe then few experts in this country that actually look at climate change and information. How is it hard for a journalist like you to get, looking into information and searching? Is that easy really? Is it easy to get information?
There are a lot of 90% no box, but you need to turn it into yes box by approaching and asking. And good thing that almost most of the journalists, they have a smartphone. And also there are a lot of social media platforms and a lot of people who are activists in climate change or in environment. You can also approach them because some of them, they might have some contents. It can be relevant to your story. Some of the colleagues will think like, I should go only to the ministry, but no, you also need to go online and offline. Online, you can check other reports, global reports about environment, and also issues regarding to food insecurity, because it's all connected. There are a lot of other areas that connected to environment or climate change. About the food insecurity, like for now there is IPCC reports. It's annually and sometimes every 6 months. It depends on the situation of the country or the continent. It's there, you can find even some records. There is a website called Relief Web, whereby you can find a regular data there about climate and food insecurity. It's from there you can start building up your ideas. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's now draw the attention to to all of us. Just few minutes, at least 20 seconds, a question, so that we can be able to wrap up the conversation. The microphone will be moving around. Yes, Malwal. Alandro is having something.
Well, I'm just saying something about the question you asked, Jack.